Well, I've been doing a lot of writing lately, which I haven't done in years. Like the whole time I was drunk, I never really wrote anything. I think I haven't really written much since I was like, I don't know, like 22 or 23. But I'm making up for lost time. And the song I'm working on, Hop, Skip, Jump, I'm really, really pleased with how it's going. And what this song is it's basically, I guess I'll explain a little bit about the song first so you know what I'm trying to do. But it's basically, it's a song, it's an E flat major, but I'm playing around B flat for the majority of the song, like B flat 7. So it's going to have that Mixolydian sound to it, and I'll play a little bit of the other parts that I've kind of worked out for it so far, just so you hear what it's going to sound like. So it'll start with something like this. You know, stuff kind of like that, and just a very, very Mixolydian sound. It's going to have some leads in it, stuff that sounds like, you know, like a... Like, I don't know, like... I mean, just stuff like that, you know, very kind of basic, sticking closely to Mixolydian. And now this interlude part is going to go, and it's actually going to go up to the E flat, so it's going to kind of function kind of like a key change, except you're not. You're actually just going to what the actual root note of the key would be, which is E flat. It just sounds like a key change because I've been playing around B flat the whole time. And so what I'm trying to do is work out an interlude, and I don't know, I'll say it again, you know, you play whatever you want, play whatever makes you happy, you know, learn what you want, and just have fun with it. But if you're someone who is looking to play stuff more with chords, you know, a little bit more than just, you know, strumming basic chords, and you haven't learned how to do some stuff with your fingers, either with hybrid picking or just finger picking itself, and if you haven't learned the certain kind of family of chords that I do a lot, that I'm going to be doing here a lot, where you have a separated bass and melody, where the bass is on the bottom string, the 5th string is largely being skipped. The 4th and the 3rd string are going to have like the other chord tones in it, and then the melody itself is mainly going to be on the 2nd string. Then you're missing out if you haven't learned how to do this kind of stuff and you want to, you know, take your chord playing to another level. So some of the types of chords I'm going to be using are, like I'm talking about, stuff like this. You know, chords I use all the time, but that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be using the bottom string for the bass. Excuse me. 4th and 3rd strings are largely doing other chord tones, but then the melody note is going to be on the top. And so here, we're going into E flat here, and I'm going to just start working it out. This is how I just work out stuff like this all the time, so it just gives you an idea of how I do it. So basically, the skeleton of it is going to be like that. there's going to be some wrong notes in there, but I played around with it some. I didn't want to go into something like this having done absolutely nothing, but just enough to really show you how the creative process for me works. Try it again. See, I'm changing up the rhythm and stuff slightly too. Like, do I want to go like this? Or do I want to go? That's all stuff I'm trying to work out too. Oh, that wasn't right. There's a chord, like an actual chord missing in there. That's kind of something that's giving me the most trouble right now. Like something like that leading into the... Because not having that chord in there, it's kind of messing up the melody too. A lot of what I'm doing is just listening to the trying to find the melody that I'm hearing. So that's causing me a little bit of a problem too. that's cool. Where was I? See, it's that over and over again until you get it right. I like that chord, but I'm having a little bit of trouble working it in there. I think I may be slightly off. I'm going to try to find something a little bit different. Ooh. That's interesting. And and I forgot the chord. Oh, well. Yeah, one of those. I'm kind of I feel like I'm cluttering it up with a chord with a couple of different chords that are a little too similar, and the melody is kind of repeating the same thing over and over again. It's where I'm doing It just sounds like that's in there too many times, and there's one. Maybe the problem isn't that I'm missing a chord. Maybe it's that I have one too many. Maybe I should take one out and then try and rearrange a little bit to just kind of fill in the space there that's left behind. That part there it's making it a little tough too. Now both of those chords are definitely going to be in there. There's no chance that I take either of those out. But trying to find the right order, which one do I want first? Do I want this one first? This is this C minor 11, by the way, and like a C6 chord there. But I don't know which one I want first. Do I want that to that, or do I want that to that? Oh, definitely not that chord. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to, because I'm really hugging that sort of. But I can achieve that same sort of a sound that I'm doing there with probably with that chord, going from that. See, it sounds similar enough. Take it like this. Now replace that first one. That it's like an A flat major with what did I do there with this one? There's a little bit missing when you change it, but at the same time, it just takes one entire chord out of it, and that's something to really consider. I'm doing, when I got to that chord there, I kind of did, this is like a minor 6, a C minor 6 in there. I worked that in there somehow. The problem with that is you kind of have, you would have 4 different C minor chords in there. This is like a C minor 7, C minor 11, C minor 6, C minor flat 6, and I like them all. Maybe a little, just for a little extra resolution there. That does sound really nice. I gotta work that one in there. without like a... That's kind of a way to work them all in there. So there's a very strong, just like a very strong major scale sort of a thing going on in there. All on the second string. Not not exactly like that, but that's what the second string notes are in there for. I guess there on that first chord, it does the note on the second string, and then it does actually, I guess one of the melody notes does go down there onto the third string. There are going to be a couple of melody notes there on the third string, but you don't want to, you can't just limit yourself to playing a melody like that on just one string. That's a big part of what makes doing these types of chords great, is that you can easily work out shapes to where you are able to especially if you're able to use the thumb for your bass note, because then that frees up a lot of possibilities. If you're doing like your thumb in the bass, then you get some big stretches in there like that. That one's kind of painful. But I mean, that's just an example anyway. And that's kind of it. That's the creative process for me. It's just something that I'm really happy to be working out, because I think the song's going to turn out great once I'm able to get it recorded. I actually started ordering equipment, so I'm going to be recording soon, hopefully. Started ordering equipment. I mean, I need more, but yeah, I'm tired of not making music like I used to. But that's just kind of a look into how I sort of would work out something like this. So yeah, big things. I mean, just playing these types of chords where the fifth string is not there, and you're just skipping it, and you're doing like the hybrid picking on the bottom string, and then the fingers to pluck the others. The bottom string is a bass note, then these are kind of like mid-chord tones, then the soprano-ish note on top, which is also where the melody is. I stop playing and talk for about a minute, and then I start forgetting it. And I've only been working on that part since last night, so there's still a lot to go. But I really like the way it's coming along. But I just kind of wanted to show you my creative process for something like that.